There we go. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the 14th of October. And this is the AI We Care team, weekly Friday morning user group for Nowsite, and where we talk about tips and tricks, updates, and everything that's going on the platform. We try to keep everybody up to speed because, as we know, there are always a lot more changes. A bunch we heard about this morning already that are coming up that we'll share with you. All good stuff. It's sometimes your prayers do get answered and doing things. But we've also got some other things to share with you this morning. But I guess the first thing we'll go over this morning, Mary, do you want to go over a couple of the things that we heard today on the call?
Certainly. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in. The $50 instant cash bonus is going to go away at midnight tonight. So you can sell the entire platform for $99. That's marketing with everything that comes with it. 3-click marketing, emails, unlimited websites. You're also going to have the sales, the nerd, and unlimited leads, and the sales assistant. So those are the 4 different categories. So it was just pitched that, hey, this is $1,000 software. It's $99. It's going to remain $99 for the next 12 months for you. Then it's going to go up to the $130 regular price. So take advantage today. If you have somebody that's thinking about, or you've been reaching out to and talking about, this $99 is going to go away today. Okay. They get grandfathered in for the next 12 months at that price. So if you're looking at talking to somebody about selling the system to them, let them know that today is the last day that we can get it for $99.
And that is only for new subscribers only.
New subscribers only, new accounts.
The other thing is what you didn't say is that tomorrow there's nothing else to sell.
This is true. You're not going to be able to sell again until November. Because once they have sold out their 500 pack, which will end today, there's not an order form tomorrow. Okay. So if you're trying to do your numbers for commission, today is your day. The reason why that is because they're training the next 500 assistants, not that number, but however many assistants it takes to have 500 new accounts. So they're going through Nowsite school right now so that they're up to speed with a Cheryl test on being able to onboard somebody and walk through their site. Okay, and work with it as far as the VA, hook up your LinkedIn account. Okay.
And then we'll open up for sales again November 1st.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
It will be around the beginning of November, but he has not guaranteed it would be the 1st of every month. Okay. So the 1st happens to be a Tuesday. And since they like to do their Facebook Lives and big announcements on specials, I am going to presume that it will be November 2nd, that they will do another launch of something. They're trying to figure out what to do right now. So let me just get a quick show of hands. I want to do the same poll they kind of did. And we want to, and I don't know what Steve voted for, and he doesn't know what I voted for. So would you like to see a $50 cash bonus instantly? Or would you like to see this week it's $80, 2 weeks it's $50, and then the last week of the month it's $30? Do you want one that's a $50 instant cash bonus for selling a subscription? Or do you want the other where it staggers depending on how many you sell during the month? I need a 1 or a 2.
I just like to get some stability and stay with it. Quick change and everything. This $50 bonus. This doesn't grab me at all. If I'm gonna build a business, $50 is just throwing a pan of water on a big fire. He needs to get some stability to it.
Okay, there is stability because you still get your regular commission. You're still getting 30% of whatever the price is that they collected.
Right.
Okay, the bonus is where something can be exciting and fun and you have something to go talk to somebody about because as they just mentioned, hold on. Are you selling to the broke-minded or are you selling to the influential mind? Okay, if you're selling into the broke mind because they're broke, they don't have enough money, they don't think they can advertise, this may be a way that they can grab some fast cash by also doing this. So refer to, for the new person, they get 2 bonuses for those 2 people. Now their site's paid for. Now you're going to look at doing 2 more next month and you don't have a payment in theory going to Nowsite because you're getting paid on those now 4 people on your 3rd month.
So if a person wants to sign up and they don't want a VA, we still can't sign them up because they're requiring them to have a VA apparently under the new program.
Just don't turn on your VA. If
But
you don't want a VA and you want to do it yourself, don't do the Sales Pro.
They can still sign.
They can still sign up. You send an email to support, copy us on it and say, remove Sales Pro from my account. And yes, that's what I've done with my account.
Okay, talk about the new Sales Pro dashboard a little bit that's coming out.
The dashboard's going to come out and it's going to have 4 different pieces to it. I don't have a visual to show you. We didn't snag that shot because they didn't share it this morning. You're going to have your dashboard's going to completely change in your marketing area. And it's going to be, you're going to be lumped in your web page, your ad pin, your emails. They're all going to be in one little box that are pertaining to that product, service, or web page. Okay, so now you don't have to try and go over to emails, sort the list, and see what's attached to that landing page. You're going to have a cube that has everything in it about that landing page. Okay, so that's going to make it easier to manage. If you look at mine, it's a total disaster. If you look at Steve's, he's more organized than I am, but it's still what page went with what, how did I name that to go back to that landing page. This is going to make it so much simpler and easier. You're clicking in one box, you have all of your avatars there for the different features.
It's also going to, we're going to talk about this morning, a form that you have to use right now that we tripped upon. I mean, nobody ever said we needed a form. And then Frank and I actually used it yesterday. We found something else about it. So I made a correction on Frank's, but if you want your sales pro to change their message and change the criteria to move it for, you actually physically have to submit a form to get that done right now. That you just can't change it in your platform. It won't happen. So I got this because I tried to change it on somebody else's through a sales pro, and a sales pro said, no, you have to use this form. So we're going to go over that form this morning because I've got a copy of it, and we're going to put it on the resource page. So this is kind of like, after hearing what they were talking about this morning, this is a bridge between that and the dashboard until they get it built, where you can actually change your messaging, especially if you have different businesses. So say one week you want the VA to work on life insurance, and then say the next week you want the life insurance to work on annuities, and you have 2 different messages and you have 2 different lists. You actually have to submit a form right now to make that happen. And nobody, in none of the discussions, any of the Zoom meetings that Mary and I have been on, was that mentioned once.
Hey. Fantastic.
And so, it's those things that kind of irritate me sometimes, as you can tell. But
The gotchas, we don't like to
we don't
find
want the gotcha.
for y'all.
Yeah.
We want them, but y'all don't.
We want to make sure that things are smooth. And there was a lot of discussion about that on the call this morning by a lot of the folks on the call that were saying, man, there's just too many glitches. There's too many things. And to go back to your point, Frank, and I've discussed this several times. I appreciate that they're trying to make improvements, but still, I mean, on the platform all this week, I was doing demos and doing things with people, and there were sections of the platform that were not even functioning when I was doing the
It's not
platform.
good.
And then finally, I got an email back from one of the nerds at corporate who said to me, "I apologize, Steve. The reason this isn't working is because this week we're doing all this work." Now, the first time we heard about that was this morning, that they're doing all this stuff behind the scenes. And I mean, I was sitting there waiting for like trying to get prospects, and the thing was just going around and around and around and around. I go back 2 hours later, get a prospect, bing, it's up there. I'm going, okay, and I go back in and do my work. So I don't mean to gripe or moan or stuff, but I want you guys to understand that these complaints are not going on deaf ears, that these are being communicated upstream by not only Mary and I, but a lot of the other super users who do this on a regular daily basis, because it makes our job difficult. And if it's making our job difficult, and then for those people who are just using the platform to build their businesses, I can only imagine what's going on exactly. So I mean, and I actually sent, and Mary actually saw the email I sent Justin this week. It was about as borderline as I can get about being serious without telling somebody exactly what I think. And for whatever reason, when I send those things to him, somehow, because he did send me an email back and he appreciated my comments, because I did say, I hope you approve this as creative comments to help out with what's going on, because we are your sales force. I would never keep my sales guys in the dark, ever. I mean, if they always had so much in that, forward knowledge and anything else on stuff, that they were fully prepared to deal with their clients. And a lot of times we get, for lack of better terms, we get blindsided. And and it's not good for what we're trying to do, especially if you're demonstrating something and you're bragging about it, and all of a sudden you go to do it and it doesn't work. But just to reiterate, guys, Mary and I are out there fighting for you guys every day, and that's the whole reason for this team, is to make sure that that these are being addressed and they're getting fixed. They just do a miserable job at communication, and that's not unusual based on my background. Every IT department I've ever had work with me were the worst communicators on earth, and not only that, they were the worst trainers. They could buy a software system, but they couldn't show you how to use it. And so, I mean, I think it's just part of that DISC personality type that we're dealing with out there right now. So I feel like I'm almost obligated. So does Mary. I know she does, to help them understand, because they just don't get it in doing that. So with that, I'm going to be off my opinion column for the day, my soapbox, and I'm going to get off it. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you. And this form will be on the resource page right after this meeting. So if you want to do any changes with your VA, and you want to change who you're targeting and what message you want to send, this will be the form that you're going to be able to use to do that. Okay, I hope everybody can see that. A couple of things that Frank and I did, because I didn't read the small print. But the important thing is right here, down here, new message request must be under 300 characters. So when you do write your new message, and that includes everything, that includes the merge tag, your affiliate tag, everything, can't be more than 300 characters. And then what I do is I usually compose a new message in my messages and make sure it's 300 characters. Then what I do is I copy it and I bring it and I paste it right here in your answer. That way they've got an exact duplicate of what I created. So they can put it up there. And then your new targeting request here, same thing. I go in and I set up my new targeting in the prospecting tool. And then once I've got it set up, I go ahead and copy it and I put it in here for them to use. And then submit. Frank,
So
it took
before
a-
you submit,
yeah, go ahead.
print this page,
Yeah,
save it as a
Yeah.
PDF.
yeah. Frank, what they got back to us what in about a couple hours?
Yeah, about 2 hours.
In
Yeah.
about 2 hours. So the time is pretty clear on it. But if you download it and it doesn't have your name on it like it has on mine, because it'll read your IP address, you can actually switch an account. Of course, these are people that I actually help manage, but you can also use another account, click here, and then you just sign into that account to that person and do it there. So pretty simple to use that form. That form will be on the home page of the resource page today after this meeting.
Johnny's asking how to save it. You can highlight over it, copy it and paste it on an email if you want to, or a Word doc.
Yeah,
Those are the ways that I do it, so I can save the Google Doc form. Because
Yeah.
once you hit submit, it only goes to Nowsite.
yeah. You just take that and then go over and you right click, copy it, and then paste it on. I do it. I usually paste it on a Word doc, and I just put it in my file for that. Okay. So that was one of the things I wanted to go over this morning, because if you think it just because you're going to go in here, and I'll show you right here. So I've got Gary Oliver's open because this is how we found out here. So when you go into Gary's Sales Pro, and this is the only reason why I found out. I wrote in here, Leslie, starting tomorrow, please use this message in my messages as an outbound message on LinkedIn. Thank you, Gary. And here's the message. I put it in here with his affiliate link. And then when I got back here, it says unknown, but it says, thank you for letting us know you would like to change your message or targeting. Please complete this form and we'll have it changed within 2 business days. And that's the first time I ever heard about said form. If I hadn't done this for Gary, we would have probably still kind of scratched our head and say, well, how come this isn't happening? And doing that. So you may want to say to your Sales Pro in here, in the chat, say, just a heads up, I submitted a Sales Pro change form. Be on the outlook for a new message and new targeting, just so they're aware it's coming. I would put that in the chat to do that. Okay.
How'd
Mary,
you
is
pull up
there any,
mine?
huh?
How'd you pull up mine?
Oh, have I got yours on there? No, I
No,
got.
it's Gary's, but it's my account that you just
Oh,
pulled
that's
up.
'cause I
But
got
that's
2 of them.
okay.
That's because I was in there fixing the other thing on the resource page. It's cross-pollinated.
Cross-pollinated. All right. Well, as y'all just saw on that screen, yes, I got locked out of my LinkedIn account because of something Sales Pro did or didn't do or did incorrectly. LinkedIn has not notified me yet what the suspension is, other than I can't get into my LinkedIn account. And if you go to it from another computer, I don't exist. So I'm still battling LinkedIn over that. So the sales assistant is great if you want them to do that. If you're more like Steve, you have your own contacts and you want to reach out to your way, then drop the Sales Pro and then go and just set up 2 hours a day to go in. First hour to go get prospects, second hour to follow up with who responded back to you. Okay.
I can tell you, for several of our clients, I do that for them. And I can do 20 prospects, direct message them because they're automatically hooked up to the email campaign and the drip campaign. And I can do that in about 20 minutes.
Okay, I have a question here. So if you sign somebody up without Sales Pro, and then later down the road, say a month or so, if they want Sales Pro, are they gonna be able to sign up for it?
Yeah, they'll be able to reactivate it.
Yes.
No, I'm
Because the
talking about sign up.
$99 today is the whole thing.
So if it's $99 today, but you don't get, you get Sales Pro with that, but if you don't want Sales Pro, how much is it gonna be? $99?
I don't know what they're gonna prorate. They're gonna change mine on the 22nd, so I'll tell you after they adjust mine.
But what I would do is this, Frank. I would just leave it there. I just would not turn it on. And then when they're ready to turn it on, then just turn it on. No harm, no foul.
Oh, okay.
That's what I would do.
Just go ahead and sign them up,
Yep.
but don't turn on Sales Pro.
That's all I would do,
No.
and then wait till they're ready for it.
They will get emails from Nowsite being their first week or their first month with the subscription. We don't get to see those
No.
emails going out. So when y'all get a new email from signing up somebody new, please forward it to us.
Yeah, the other thing I'd like to message, and we've had this discussion before. Part of the reason we exist is because when somebody, and there was some complaints about onboarding this morning on the call, that what they call onboarding is not really onboarding. What they do is they basically, get a basic website set up for you, but they don't tell you how to use it. They get your, they turn on the 3-click marketing. They do literally nothing. In fact, the first thing in sending, a lot of you have seen me do this, and Mary do this. We go in after them, and the first thing we do is, because they don't do it, is they don't even connect your email. They don't connect your Facebook. Then we go in and check your plans and pricing to make sure it's correct before we get started, to make sure that you bought everything that you wanted, and if anything was missing, or maybe you bought something you didn't want, and we get it taken care of right away. So, anytime you sign us up, that's what Mary and I are, anybody new, that's what we're here for. That's why we'll onboard a person for you a first couple of times, and there's no fee involved because we want them to get set up right for you guys. So it's functioning correctly and doing that. And so then once they get up and going and they want to go the 3 directions, either learn it themselves, hire a digital marketing coordinator, or hire us, then we can talk about that later. But, that's the process. And, because we want people set up correctly. And, and most of you guys don't know the system way we do. And so instead you use up your valuable time, because the majority of you are in our downlines. So we earn residual income because of it anyway, because of what your efforts are. So we look at it as just to help a service, to help our teammates, to make sure that you retain that client, they know how to use the software, or they have resources to use it so they can use it correctly. I'm doing that. Mary, anything else you'd like to say about that?
No, that's just my heart for starting and pairing up with you, Steve. That was our design to bring us together and do this, because Steve will tell you he struggled in the beginning. I struggled in the beginning for about 2 weeks till somebody says, click and drag. I clicked, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So once I realized I needed to be shown that, that's where my passion is for this entire team, Steve, and everybody here, is to show you, hey, this is really simple. It's just back to kindergarten. Okay.
And learn.
Johnny, your question in the chat, the training down the road, maybe have or get something.
No, they if you don't mind me saying, I might have wrote it wrong. They said there's a possibility of an improvement coming down the road to make sure that all emails that come in from, when you pluck them from the Sales Pro,
Mhm.
that they would somehow be able to be found out that they're correct or not correct, so they don't bounce in an email.
Okay.
Yeah. And to add on to that, and I know this is in the works because I've seen them mention this a couple of times, is that they're in the process of improving the analytics.
Mhm.
And I know that because I got an email because I had email campaigns working. I knew they were working because I always put every list I put in, I always put my email address on it to make sure I get to see that campaign. I know it's working and doing that. I always add them in to do that because that was just a check point for my validity on it. And I had several email campaigns running and I knew they were running because I was getting the emails, just the way they were set up to do that. However, when I went in and looked at the email campaign, there was zero analytics on it. So I wrote an email to corporate and said, what's going on? And then they told me, we're redoing the whole analytics package. Now I went in a couple of those email campaigns this morning and now they're working. I'm seeing the analytics. But I know that one of the things they're trying to do, and they've been talking about this for a while, is also, and Cled and I were talking about this morning, is that they're going to add the IP address location to the analytics. So if you got a broad campaign going on, say you're in 77573, which is my zip code, and there's like 7 towns in that zip code, it would come up and say Kima, not League City. So I know somebody in Kima looked at it, but that'll help you with resonation. There are some packages where, and Cleb was talking about this because he has a program like this that will tell you not only the IP address, but will also provide the email address when somebody responds. Correct, Cled? So we're going to look into that a little bit, him and I may even have Cled share that with the group and do that because he's able to do that with some of his stuff and he's doing. So, I mean, again, we're always trying to find like little add-ons and different things that we can add to Nowsite that can improve the platform to make it more user-friendly and of course, more effective for you in running your business and doing those things. And we do that every day. Mary?
Does anybody have any other questions?
This is so far over my head, I can't keep up with it.
That's all right, Ted. We'll get you there, brother.
I hope so.
Hey, next time I go down to West Palm, Mary, I know where I'm going for a boat ride. I got an invitation there from Mr. Masters to go up and down the intercoastal waterway with him.
Oh my.
He's a speed demon, though. You got to watch out.
Okay. And
I
doing
sense this fishing trip is in the works.
oh, could be. I always like to wet a line, you know that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
All right.
yeah, so let's see. So one things I'd like to recommend this month, since we're not going to be able to sell any more platforms for the rest of the month. If you have somebody who you think that could use the platform and they're like on the fence and you know you can't really sell it to them for 2 weeks, this is a great time just to demo. This is just a great time to give them exposure to the platform, show them how it works, do those things. And then what I would do is, Mary's been working on getting 2 people with us trained where they can just do presentations and onboarding. So we're going to have 2 other people here very soon where they can actually do the onboarding and training for your people that you put in as affiliates and doing that. So that's another resource we're going to add in to get that done for you guys. If you need some help with the affiliate part of it. And we'll introduce you to those guys next week, probably. And who that's going to be.
Mhm.
Let's see. That's all I got for this morning, Mary. I mean, the big thing was that forum. I don't know how many other people in Nowsite even know that forum exists,
Probably not many.
other than this group right here.
I guess I was probably the first one that realized that it exists, plus having the 300 characters, right?
Yeah, you were, Frank.
I was told to send a ticket through support and then support would send you something. Maybe it was that form.
Maybe it
I
was
don't know.
that form. Yeah. So
That's the
now,
Google
now,
Doc.
now you can be proactive, Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make sure that all commission paying affiliates
yes.
also have turned in their code words. Saturday is the 15th. I don't expect them to pay on Saturday. I expect them to pay on Monday if you're PayPal, and Tuesday if you're direct deposit.
Here, let me go and show you where that link is right now on the resource page.
I did. We had to do that the first of the month, right?
Well, you have till
Correct.
today really to do it. So right here where it says September code word link right here. This is for September commissions. If you'll click on that, it will take you to this form. Fill in your affiliate name. Make sure you change the account if your account's not showing. Put your address in, and I'm going to go ahead and commit Harry Carey here. But the 3 code words are we own Nowsite. First word now.
No, first word we.
That we, second word own, and third word Nowsite. Those are the code words you put in there, and then click what you would use with a Nowsite license and submit. If you're a commission earning affiliate, which means you have 3 people, a minimum of 3 people underneath you, or that who have signed up for Nowsite, then you qualify. But you have to have a minimum of 3, and you have to have signed the affiliate agreement and the
$4.95.
$49.05 a month. That's how you get paid. But if you want more information about that, just talk to Mary or myself. Well, this afternoon, you're going to have to talk to Mary because I'm out of pocket from 1 o'clock onwards. I'm actually going to be traveling to San Antonio to spend the weekend with the grandkids. So I'm doing that. So
And
Mary,
tomorrow, I am
Yeah.
available by phone, but not Zoom. I'll be in LaGrange, Texas for the Check Fest.
Yes.
And
what
it's
fest?
125 years of SPJST, which is a fraternal life insurance company that I represent as well.
Yep. So that's our weekends. Although I do have an appointment with one of my clients tomorrow morning to help him work
You
on
can
some
still
stuff.
get in on our schedule. Just got to
Yeah.
know it's going to be a roadshow weekend.
Weekend, sometimes Mary and I do work weekends because we do. That's when we record videos and stuff like that. And if you're squeezed and you can't see us on a weekday, just reach out to us and see if we can get a weekend appointment with us.
Oh, I guess I need to schedule something for Monday morning with you, Steve, since you're gonna be out of pocket.
Yeah, we can do that. If not, Frank, I'll always squeeze you in somewhere.
So I'll just put you on for Monday morning, get all this stuff done.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Anybody have any things that they need help with? Or
I
some,
do, Steve.
okay, Lisa, go ahead.
I heard you say something about, or Mary mentioned that she canceled her Sales Pro and isn't using it. Mine has not been successful. I'm getting people who actually reply, no, thank you. They don't even want to connect because I've not been able to change my message. Plus, I work with women and I have a male sales assistant who's, it's not in alignment with me. And I was thinking about canceling mine. But when I heard you said that you can do 12 or you can do so many in 20 minutes, can we hire you to do it and cancel our Sales Pro or hire your pros to do it? Because I know you have VAs available.
You can do that.
I'd like to get on a call one-to-one. So should I just get on your calendar and schedule that and learn more
Yeah,
about that one-to-one?
just get on my calendar.
Okay.
And if I
Yeah,
get,
'cause I need to change something up.
if I've got some free time before then, I'll just text you and let you know.
Excellent. I will do that today.
Okay.
Okay, we're at
Okay,
11:41.
But next week, I just want to mention this. Next week, Catherine Pierce will be back. Poor Catherine, for the last 3 weeks, has got a pinched vagus nerve.
Wow.
And which is extremely, if anybody has had that, extremely painful. She's been on pain meds and everything else. She sends her apologies, but she feels that she'll be good enough next week where she's going to actually go through and do a training session for us on how to manage your sales pro.
And she's had very much
Yeah, she's had
Well,
great success.
success.
I mean, she's sold a lot of business. And for you guys who are in insurance, you don't want to miss that because that's what she does
Mhm.
on that. So, so we'll be having that training session next Friday, hopefully, on the call on that. Again, to all our viewers out there who are watching this on our AI We Care team.now.site resource page, this video will be up probably on Saturday sometime. I have actually posted the last couple weeks videos back up there. They're up there. For you that don't know, but Mary's been classified, as I have, both guilty of being cyber bullies by YouTube.
Mhm.
So we had to
We made
delete,
the list, Steve.
yeah, we had to delete a couple of videos, but we re-recorded them, and cross your fingers, they've stayed up there. They haven't hit us with the cyber bully rap again. So there are a couple of those training videos that have been replaced. Again,
Please go and like our page, comment, share something that says we're good.
yes. So there are now 20 plus videos back on the resource page. Again, the resource page is AI We Care team.now.site. Hit the video tab, go there, and they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just watch them in order, and it'll answer everything you need to know as far as a training wise. If you have a question, you can't get a hold of us, you can actually look at the videos. And then if you still have a question, again, just text us, and if we can help you out, we will. But that's a great resource because unlike the other training videos that corporate uses, we actually tell you how to use it and why you should use it and those different things. So, go ahead and that's a great way to become familiar with the platform and learning how to use it. That's why Mary and I spent, I don't know, 40 plus hours, I guess, between editing and recording,
Mhm.
doing all those things. So those are for you guys. And if you can't find them there, you can also find them on our YouTube channel, which is the AI We Care team YouTube channel. You can search it and you'll see all the videos up there as well. As well as the team videos are also up there under our playlist if you want to take a look at there as well. But again, we're here for you guys to do all those things. And if you, like I said, if you need any training at all on a specific part, and we know somebody who's really good at it, even outside, like, how to source the right kind of information you want to use. If there are other good sources, like, for example, like with Cled and I talking this morning, Cled has a resource that he knows about that would be very beneficial if you want to go outside Nowsite to help enhance your Nowsite work in doing things. If you have stuff like that, more than happy, just tell Mary and I, and we'll arrange for you to do maybe a 20-minute overview and presentation on it and show how you use it with your Nowsite platform and how other people could use that as something as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the guy and see if we can get a little discount for Nowsite members.
Sure, we could do that. If somebody wants to purchase it and do that, absolutely. So, I mean, that's what this group's all about, sharing and caring and doing that. So, we can get that rocking and rolling and we can help each other in doing stuff. The other thing too is, Mary hasn't said this in a couple of weeks, but we do have a resource. We have the directory of what everybody does, what your other job is besides Nowsite. Please send that to Mary. Mary, is there instructions on the site how to do that?
No, but I'll give you a real quick tip.
Okay.
What you're going to do is you're going to open a brand new website. Okay. Name it. I don't care. Okay, I was gonna come up with something, but just, don't do digital business card, do team, for it. You're gonna build the About Me section. So you're gonna drag in your picture. It's gonna be the round oval circle. If you want to pull the directory page up, Steve, you can.
Okay,
Type in all of the information, okay? Connect your Facebook page in there. If you want to. This is only if you want to be a resource to other people in our team here, okay? So you're not going to take everything and you may change up something. You may want to have more in this. Hold with Bridget, please. The consulting business startups. Okay, you may want to have more information there than what it normally says in the About Me section. Okay, your address, your email, your phone number is all going to be in the About Me section already. Okay, scroll down or scroll up to you, Steve. Oh, you didn't do your LinkedIn there. So
No.
scroll down.
I actually need to go in and update mine.
Okay, Linda did it. She hooked her LinkedIn, her Facebook, and her YouTube channel all through here. Okay. So when you do that, you're going to share that whole page with me to Mary E. Bird at att.net. And then I'm going to drag it from the shared with me section and then load it on my website, which is, I house that one. So it loads it to here.
Yeah, so let me just go ahead and
Go to name.
I'm going to add
Oh,
new.
you're just going to add new. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go over here, just get a blank one, and we'll just call this team profile. I'll just call team pro. Doesn't matter because I'm going to delete it anyway. And then just put your category of business, whatever you're in, real estate.
No, in that case, just drop it all the way down to Nowsite. You don't have to worry about what business you're in. Do Nowsite and do marketing. Okay, that way it won't come up in your other categories. Marketing, and then go.
Okay, then what you want to do is you click on the little pencil thing here, and you're going to go to the About Me. You're right
Yep.
here. This one right here.
Mhm.
You drag it off and put it in this box right here. And then you're just going to add an image, add your picture, your first name, your last name, short bio, your address, all your email, your social media stuff, hit OK. And then you're going to go ahead and send that link to you, Mary.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let's go back. Put a first name in there. It doesn't have to be. All right, now you can go to the bottom and hit save. Go over to save and exit. I'm going to teach y'all a new trick too. So go over here to the date first. Steve, I'm going to save you some. Date first, go last to first. And it'll always pull up your last one that you're working on. Go over here to the 3 dots. I lost your mouse. Share a template. And you're going to type in Mary E. Bird at att.net. And then hit share. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to put it in my shared with me section under the team section. So what I'll do is when I get notified, which I just did, that I have a new page waiting, I will go to the team section and then copy it and put it into the directory. So you don't need to know those few steps, but that's how it's going to get from your platform to mine. I don't change anything in it. I save it as your name and I put it in the directory. Now, there are some things that will not let you. Sorry, I just lost my thought. I will not keep that as a saved copy because of the memory space for the saved items. So once I put you on the directory, I'm not going to be, I can edit it from here, yes, but I'm not going to keep the image as the saved image because of how many saved images I already do. Okay. But if you need to edit it, just call me on the phone. I can go in here and edit that section.
Okay. So if you haven't done that already, please do. And we'll get you up here on the directory.
And if you have a page that you want to reference to everything that you have, like I have the store, you can put that on there as well. That way everybody can find you, everybody can get your information, and it's not a salesy thing. It's, hey, we're here to support and help each other.
Yep.
Also, if you need to go shop for something, go to the team membership page first and see if there's not a member that's already offering something that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other things that we can talk about? Any other questions this morning? If not, we'll wrap up another team meeting here. Again, it's October 14th. It's only a couple of more weeks to Halloween when things get real scary.
Ooh.
And do that. I'd like to say thank you again for listening for our video viewers out there. Hope this was helpful with you guys and your Nowsite trials and tribulations, because there are definitely challenges. There always will be, and as far as I can see, will continue to be. Our job is help you find those solutions to overcome those. Don't become frustrated. We want you to know you have a resource. That's what this team is all about. So when you need some help, reach out to us. Sometimes,
We care.
yeah, because we do, right?
How you market your business.
Exactly. So thank you very much for your attention this morning, and everyone have a great weekend, and go out there and just knock them dead, and we'll see you on next week, same time, same channel, 11 a.m.
Carefully.
Central Time.
Thank
Hey,
you.
guys.
Go
Okay,
Astros,
have a
right?
good weekend.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.